Hey guys! This is Flirty, Dirty, and Bookish. Welcome to the dark side.
Listen if you dare.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode in Ponderosa Springs. We are officially on my favorite couple.
Yeah, and you got lucky, you got 2 books out of them.
Something special.
Two really good books, though.
Yeah.
But completely different.
I don't think
True.
it's possible to have done just one book. It's way too convoluted and way too much shit happens.
It
I
goes
mean, you
too
could
in-depth.
have. It just
Yeah.
would have been a really long book.
Well, either that or so much would have been cut out if she was going to keep it
Mhm.
roughly the same length as the other two.
Yeah. But speaking of, we're just going to be talking about their Lyra and Thatcher story in general. So we're just going to like mix it all into one episode. We're not going to do 2 different episodes on their story because it
Yeah.
doesn't need it. It's all very
As much as we're like, yeah, it
connected.
needed 2 books, it doesn't need 2 episodes.
No. Especially with the new way we're talking about them, it definitely doesn't need 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're doing this also a very different way. We are all on Zoom because I am sick. She is crippled. And she
And
just
I moved out of
out.
the city.
Yeah.
I'm living literally in a different city than you guys.
That's
Yeah,
so
she's
shitty.
not.
You-
We're
you
all in different
technically do.
cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are.
Yeah.
my
That's
God.
so weird.
We're so much farther now.
Yeah, you guys are really far. I'm like right in the middle of both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are pretty far.
No,
So
you're far
weird.
away from me. Actually, I'm just kidding. I moved out here. You're the one that stayed in the same place.
I haven't moved anywhere. I'm stationary, quite literally right now. Anyway.
Yeah, she can't move. Can't get off the couch.
That's what happens when you make a heated rivalry TikTok on Christmas. When it's raining on your front porch.
Yeah.
I don't recommend, guys. I really don't.
No.
But
Fuck.
anyway, speaking of injuries, Thatcher and Lyra. They
Injuries.
Oh, please think about all the people who get injured. I'm not saying they got injured. Well,
Wow.
that would be a lie.
That'd be a lie.
But the injuries they inflict on others
Yeah.
also exist. There's definitely a lot of blood in these books. I'd say there's definitely way more blood in these
Yeah.
than the first 2.
Well, it's literally called the Blood We Crave, so I would hope
Mhm.
so.
I mean, but they're all like deranged. But the problem is Thatcher's a serial killer, so
I mean,
he's not the
so
only
is Lyra.
one.
Yeah. I was like shocked, but like not super shocked because like for her to like come out and be like, I want to kill someone when I killed that person, I kind of felt like happy about it because she killed someone in The Truth We Brought, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she killed that FBI agent to save
Yeah.
Thatcher's life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
but shocking.
I was like half shocked but half not because she's also his stalker, not just a serial killer, she's also his stalker.
Full blown.
And I feel
See-
like if you're going to stalk someone like Thatcher, you kind of gotta be okay with everything
Yeah, see,
he's doing.
I wasn't surprised by her doing it at all. If anything, I was a little more shocked by her reaction after doing it, which was to smile admiringly at Thatcher, which
No,
creeps me the hell
her
out.
her killing that person, no, but her going on to become a serial killer, yes, that's what I mean by I was a little shocked by.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought she would
Yes
just be
and
obsessed
no.
with him doing it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but that's what I mean.
Yes,
Like,
I was shocked like to the levels she gets,
Yes.
but to her becoming a serial killer, not like that shocked considering she's with
obsessed
Thatcher.
with a serial killer. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
you've
saying.
got to have some
something wrong
something
with
in
you.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, I mean, you have this something wrong with you. I mean, Lyra is his stalker. You had to have some major issues to stalk a known, like, I'm sorry, like, you know this. Your friends are dating his friends. You know that he's a killer. And
Yeah.
his dad was a serial killer. And not only that, his dad killed your mother.
Yeah.
In front of you.
And you're
Wow.
well aware that he was there that day with his father. And you stalk him.
Yeah.
You gotta, something's not right there. But I think when I realized something was wrong with Lyra was not that moment. It was when she was chasing him down that trail. He dropped his t-shirt, which, by the way, I think that he knew she was following and he purposely
For
did it.
sure, because he's way too OCD to have not at least gone back to go get it.
Exactly. There's no way he dropped that shirt and just left it be.
Yeah,
No
no.
way.
Unless he was like, oh, it's dirty, I don't want it anymore.
True, but
No,
at the same time, he's so OCD, I don't see him dropping it in general.
that was a trap for sure.
Yeah.
Felt like
Like
it.
he always tucks his shirt in the exact same way into his like back of his pants. He always runs with it like that. You're telling me this one time she's following you and it just falls.
Yeah. And he knew
I
she
mean,
was
it
stalking him
could.
the entire time.
Yeah, he was aware that she was stalking him, so it's kind of like, come
Yeah.
on, dude.
And he
But
liked
like,
it.
but I'm not even talking about her chasing him on the trail, picking up the t-shirt. No, I'm talking about what she did after.
Yeah.
I mean, this girl went into the woods right by the trail, like just went into the woods a little bit, found a tree, and touched herself while licking his shirt. Licking his shirt that had just dropped on the outdoor trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I knew she was
yeah.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I love her. I love her so much.
Yeah.
I mean, what does that say about me?
Would
Honey,
you
you
do
ain't
that?
gonna be chasing anybody down, I'll tell you that.
No, definitely not. No, I was thinking about that last night actually. I was like, if someone was to break into my house right now, because I was reading one of our dark romance books, like of course it's gonna pop into my head. I'm like, if someone broke in right now, what the hell would I even do? Like I can't run away.
You literally would just sit there and take it. Sorry.
No. I looked at my crush and was like, well, I guess I could like really whack him.
Like an old lady with her cane.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
felt better and I went back to sleep. Because it like woke me up and I was like, oh my god, what would I do in this situation? And I was like, you know what? I would just use my crutches and I just whack. Sorry, got
Yeah.
off topic, guys. Anyway, speaking of whacking things, Thatch does in fact kill people. Lyra also is aware of this. Like I said, she wants him to teach her how to be a serial killer.
Yeah.
Which I mean, hey, if you're gonna do it, I guess learn from the pros.
But he doesn't want to do it, so he gave her the ultimatum of
Win
if I
this
catch
game and I'll teach you. But if I
lose.
catch you, I'll kill you. And what is she? She takes it. She takes the deal.
Yeah.
Takes the deal. And it now keep in mind, guys, this is like a game, and they're not there alone. Like Thatcher would never
Everybody
agree to
else
go
is
somewhere by
there.
himself with Lyra in the first place. Yeah.
No.
Rook is also there playing the game with Sage, except and obviously Briar and Alistair are there, but they aren't playing some sick and twisted version of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're just
Oh,
playing
and
hide and go seek at
yeah,
the
and no
cliff.
one forgot about Silas, guys, but Silas is currently in a psychiatric hospital
Yes. Yes.
after the events of the Truce We Burn.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's where he is right now.
I miss him.
He
I
comes
know.
back in the second book, right? Yeah.
Very end, yeah. He makes
Yeah, at
his
the end.
appearance again. Yeah.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
aren't forgetting about him. He's just not.
And
there.
they go visit him and they talk about him
Oh
all the
yeah.
time. But like when they go and do like things on, obviously he's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they're playing this game and nobody else knows the stakes of what Lyra's just agreed to, and that she may come out of this dead. Like she may not come out.
I don't think he would have killed her in front of them. He would have killed her like in a day or that night or something, but I don't think he would have
I
killed her
think he would have
there.
done it.
No,
I
because
think
because he would lose Alistair and Rook, because the girls would be so mad and would never. No, I
he
don't
was
think he would
ready to
have.
do it right then and there.
He probably would have. Like I don't
I
think he
think
would
if
have
he did, he would have
actually.
been cut out.
Yeah,
Like he would.
I
That
don't
would have
think he
been
would
the
have
end of him.
actually. Yes, he was ready to kill her. Yeah, but I think he would have like let her go home and then like hunt her like he does properly.
Yeah, maybe.
You
But
know what I
either
mean?
way, she's
He's
dead.
too smart.
Yeah, either way, she's dead. And in her head, you're in her head during this, and she's like, he's going to kill me if he finds me in this forest, and he's going to kill me now. So that's the mindset you're in reading it, because that's where she's at. This girl gets to this cliff. He gets to the cliff with her. She's standing there, he's standing there, and just as he like goes to grab her, the timer goes off, but he technically already caught her. Like they're there. And he goes, you were so close to winning. And then she's like, you technically haven't caught me yet. And she jumps off the cliff
Yeah.
into the water, just hoping she doesn't die.
Yeah.
And then
She's
it just
like, I'll
cuts to
take
the
this
next chapter.
10% chance that I have jumping off this fucking cliff.
Yeah. And then it
Yeah,
jumps to the
she's
next
nuts.
chapter, and it's like 2 weeks later, and you're like, oh, okay, well, Lyra's fine.
Well,
Obviously, you
there
knew
wouldn't
that,
have
but
been
like,
2 bucks if she wasn't, but yes.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if she had to end up in the hospital. I was like, dear Lord, girl.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell just
I
happened?
think honestly, realistically, she probably would have like had at least
Broke a leg.
broke a leg, hit
I
her
mean,
arm.
she was jumping into the water. She like purposely like if she missed the rocks, like no, she'd be fine. But
Yeah.
it was
She's just crazy.
Dear Lord, a cray cray. It gave Bella
Mhm.
Swan.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah,
For real.
in New Moon. That's what it gave.
I pictured like literally that exact cliff.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking of, and just goes into the water. It's the same coast, so
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, I do picture it like Twilighty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like foggy and
Very
with the
Forests.
woods and
Yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
So you
No,
picture it like
Twilight.
here, because you know Twilight was mostly filmed in Vancouver, right?
Yes, yes, pretty much. Just more forest. I guess just
Yeah.
where it was filmed exactly there. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Anyway, so obviously Thatcher ends up getting roped into training Lyra how to be a serial killer. But his approach
Training, teaching.
was so funny. Like it was I mean it's not funny, but it's like ironically funny. Like she won, but he's still winning because he doesn't once throughout their lessons do anything with her that actually has to do with killing.
Yeah.
Not one time.
No.
Besides when he takes her to dig her own grave.
Which
That was
that
fucked
shit.
up.
I think it was so fucked up because his dad did that to him.
When he was like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the more fucked up part.
Yep.
I think Thatcher saving Lyra changed my opinion. Like when he was a child, changed my opinion on him completely.
For sure.
Well, that's
Where
when I realized
everything is like an act.
Yeah, well, that's when I realized I'm like, hey, you're not one of those bookmen that we've read that like literally has no emotions, was born without them. It was like, okay, no, you had them, but you were just trained at such a young age to completely ignore them that now you basically don't have them. Like they're so buried
because he
down.
doesn't understand them.
You wouldn't know how to access them. But he does have them. But I think before you get to their book, you think, oh, he doesn't have a single emotion in him at all.
Well, because he always just seems so disinterested and is just
Because he is.
He's just distant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he really is so disinterested. But he was even before everything happens between him and Lyra, like in the other books, he was even like very disinterested in like the boys. Like he still like looked out for them, but it was 100% based off loyalty and not because he cared.
Well, like every time he spoke, he was just like, Alistair, can you come help me? Like, Rook is like blowing up this building. But like
Yeah.
a normal person be like, Alistair, like come fucking help me. Like Rook is trying to like burn this building. But like he was
Yeah.
always just like so like monotone and flat. It's just like this
Because he
is
didn't
fucking
care.
stupid. Like can we
Like,
like move
yeah.
on?
Like, he's loyal to them, which is why he agreed to do what they did for Rose, because he's loyal to her.
Well,
But
I think
then
too that he's really only loyal to them because they were friends before basically his emotions turned
they
off.
were friends during the time of his emotions being kind of like on off,
Yes,
like
so the
on
only
off.
thing he relates to positive emotions are May, his grandma, his grandfather, and the boys.
Yeah, but even them, he you kind I don't even like, yes, after Lyra and everything, you can totally call it an emotion. But prior to that, it was 100% just loyalty. There was no emotions involved in anything because they'd all been around during the time of it being shut off. So he learned how to shut his emotions off to them completely, but he's loyal
Yeah,
to them.
but you wouldn't feel loyalty to something that you don't feel emotions to at like
I mean, we've read
at
plenty of books
first.
where these characters don't have any emotions at all, but they feel loyal because these people have proved they're loyal to you. I feel like loyalty doesn't always like, yeah, like, yes,
I
but
think
like
the
in
root of
those
loyalty
scenarios,
is like love and respect.
yeah, but maybe like deep in him, but I don't think he can't comprehend what it is. He doesn't even
But
know.
I
But the thing is, he doesn't act like he feels it. Whereas after everything with him and Lyra, you can tell that he actually cares about
yes.
them now, and he treats it completely differently. And now he actually has emotions, and it's still like super limited because it's Thatcher. But
Yeah.
you can tell that they're there, and you can tell that it's no longer just about he's loyal to them. Like, he
Yeah.
actually cares about what happens to them, and in turn, he cares about their girls, and he cares about the girls because Lyra cares about them.
Yeah.
But so it's like there's such a huge shift in him. Like I think I'll say this forever. The first book and the second book. In the first book, it's like every time you're in his head, it's so cold. Like, it's just
Yeah.
cold, and it's almost
Distant.
like cold, distant, sterile. Like, you just, like, you don't feel anything when you're in his head. It's almost like, okay, this is the information, blah blah blah, but you don't feel
Yeah.
anything. And
Everything's
then I
very
think,
surface level.
yeah, and then when you get to the second book, um, he's and you get into his head for the first time, I was like, okay, have I like lost my mind? Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
He just all of a sudden he feels warm, and like
Not
his
it's slow.
warm
It's
and
not instant, but it's like all of a sudden he's like,
but you
I
just,
like
yeah.
this. And he all of a sudden has a feeling towards something.
But not even that. It's just like his tone in my head completely switched when I got to the second book. And I think it's because it was so slow moving throughout the first book, I didn't pick up on it. But by the time I got to the second book, I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell? Like, his voice had changed completely in my head.
Yeah.
From putting that one down and how I heard him to picking up the next one, and I'm like, this is not the same guy I was just in the head of like a book ago. But also,
Yeah.
you have to think there time passed in between the two books too. Not a lot of time, but like a decent amount, like over a month. So, you know, but I think it was just so, it was like such a cool feeling. I don't think I've ever felt that in a book before, where like I was in one POV and my feeling towards that POV like completely switched. Like, the voice, everything, it just changed.
I think that also has to do with because it's technically a separate book. Because like if you think about like God of Malice, that changes. That same thing happens, a progression of feelings changes. Same with like Little Liar, Little Stranger, same with like books like that where they technically have like ASPD or whatever the fuck it's called. It happens, but it happens over the progress of the book, whereas there's two distinct pieces of work here. They're meant to probably feel different. And
Oh, and
because
she
of the
definitely did it on
break,
purpose.
yeah, and
Yeah,
because of the break in the two books, that was probably why like you would notice it more.
I think, well,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Little Liar, Little Stranger with the reverse, it's also two separate books, and I definitely did notice like a shift in the way like I read Malachi and whatever, but I don't think it was ever as big as with Thatcher, because I think Thatcher's personality, well, not to the outside world. His personality to the outside world stays very much the same. He never
Yeah.
changes that. But his personality towards Lyra completely changes. Like it's not the same at all from book 1 to book 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
no,
it's flipped
exactly.
on its head, and it's flipped on its head like very fast because the only reason that it changed in the first place was because of the circus and everything that happened. And
Well, he feels fear for the first time.
that was the first time that he started to treat her differently after that. Like when he let her, and like that's when he treated her differently the first time. Basically, like disappears, comes back, ends up being forced to live with her, and then treats her completely differently, sees her completely differently once he's there. So it's just like such a it's like a complete 180 from book
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I definitely
think
felt
he-
for Thatcher more book 2.
I
Well,
think
just a
especially after
softie.
May died.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
awful.
Oh my God, I think
That was the worst.
the worst part of that was like you're almost in your head like I know it can't be Thatcher, but like is
Well,
it?
imagine reading it before the second fucking book comes out. Maybe she didn't
Yeah.
even maybe they didn't
No, because
even announce it. Like,
it's right at the end of the book.
and
And you know
you
how
have no idea who it is.
and all of her other books end with the first chapter of the next book, besides the Blood We Crave. It ends with the first chapter of the True Burn.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're reading it and you're just like, holy, like what the, like you know it's not Thatcher. Like especially reading it
Well,
now, like years later,
you
like
know
you
it
know
because
it's
there's
not
a second
Thatcher
book.
because there's a
Yeah.
second book. But it's almost like what the I mean, but hey, I say that and look at reading Achilles' book and just like you're like what
Yeah.
like like you never really know. I mean, we only choose happily ever afters, but like
Yeah, I don't
sometimes
think
it's
I
like
could
holy
take
shit, I don't know.
I don't think I could bring myself to read a non-happily ever after book though.
Well, in the past I've read books
I'm
where
curious.
I would technically consider there's this one series I read and I absolutely it's a trilogy and I absolutely loved it. But the first book was her and this one guy and you loved him and it was great and like you thought okay the whole trilogy is going to be about them. Like she announced it was a trilogy before all the books came out. And it was all going to be the same female main characters, like whatever. You read the first book, you love him, it's great, it ends complete tragedy. They're never going to end up together. It's not even possible. And you're just like, what the fuck are the next two books about? And she's with someone completely different that you knew in the first book, but you never would have thought it's possible. So I sometimes when things happen with characters like that, I'm like, maybe they really are dead. Like, are
Yeah.
they? Because it's possible. Like, it really could happen.
For sure.
Technically, that would not be listed as a non-happily ever after because that's not who the
If
person
the
is supposed to be
series
with anyway.
Yeah, if the
Yeah.
series ends like technically
Oh my
Ruthless
God.
Rebel is happily ever after.
But you lost someone in it. So it's
Yeah.
like,
That's fucked up.
it's a happily ever after, but that doesn't mean everything on the way there was happy, and not every book ends happy. So you're always kind of like, I'm always on edge now, ever since reading that series and being like, what the just happened? I think like it's always in the back of my head. So when Thatcher's grandma died, I was just like, holy mother of God, like is Thatcher dead? Like where is he? But like also maybe he was in a coma and he was gonna be in a coma for the first half of the second book. Like
Yeah,
who
that'd be terrible.
knows?
Imagine.
Like
Then
I
he
wouldn't
just
put
woke up
anything
and all of a
past
sudden his emotions were back. Like, hey guys.
I wouldn't put anything past them. Like Monty Jay, she'll do you dirty. And I
Yeah.
love
Same.
it. But I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
They'll do you dirty, yeah.
But
But
in a good way.
so it's kind of like you're always on edge. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I completely changed it. What did you guys I like when they were stalking Easton and they had Lyra go in,
I was terrified.
like what did you think was gonna because I thought something was gonna go wrong. I didn't think it was gonna be what it was.
No. God, no.
Like, not in a million trillion years.
I thought Easton was gonna be a dick and
I
hurt
thought he
her.
was gonna do something. Like, I thought he was gonna, like, beat her or something like that. I never thought it was gonna be that.
Yeah, no, me either. Like, I did not think that it was going to be not Easton that would hurt her, but some randos.
No, I didn't see it coming at all. I think what I really didn't see coming was that she had left the circus and then come back to
Mm-hmm.
meet them.
Yeah.
That threw me off completely. Like, when Easton showed up in the parking lot, I was like, okay, wait, hold on. Lyra's still missing. We don't know where she is, but now he's here. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Like, she's meant to be following him, and now he's standing in this parking lot. Where is she?
I was
Yeah,
scared.
I thought like he probably like threw her in his trunk or something.
I felt pure panic in that moment. Like, holy hell, where is she? Like, you had warned me there was something coming, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm scared. Like, I read that so fast because I was just like, I need to know, I need to know, I need to know. Like, and then you switch to her point of view, and you're just like, holy, what the, like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Like, how did we get here? What is going on?
But the revenge
And
she takes out on them,
chef's kiss, but
so
I think that that got me. But I think what got me, that entire chapter got me. Like, the
yeah,
entirety of it was just
it
like,
was a whirlwind.
bam, 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 bam. Like, what is happening? Like, first you start there and she's in the chair with them, and then she starts trying to fight back. Well, now they bring her up to this platform, and they're gonna drop her in this tank that's like filled with pig's blood, like disgusting, by
Yeah.
the way, may I just say. And they're gonna throw her in there, and she starts screaming bloody murder, Thatcher's name, over and over again. I'm just like, I was sobbing. Like, I
Yeah.
wanted to scream for Thatcher too. I was like, oh my God, like, Thatcher, you better come.
Get her.
But in my head, I was like, oh my God, he's not gonna hear her. Like, I
No.
knew she'd get out, but I wasn't 100% sure it was gonna be because Thatcher got there.
No, me either.
So, like, obviously, you know, she's gonna get out. She's going to be okay. Like, it's like going to be fine. But again, Monty Jay may just throw her into a goddamn coma somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. So you're just like, well, is it gonna be him that comes to get her? Like, she's screaming for him, and I felt like if it wasn't him that came and like saved her, that it would have hindered their relationship moving forward. Because I feel like a lot of trust was built between them from him saving her, but
Yeah.
also I
'Cause
feel
it
like
shows that he
that was,
cares.
but also, yeah, it showed her that he cared, but it showed himself that he cared, that he was willing
Yes.
to put himself in harm's way to go and save her when like 2 weeks ago he could not have cared less.
And
Like,
he doesn't do anything that could harm him at all.
yeah, and the fact he doesn't do anything that can get him messy. I'm talking like when this man kills somebody, it is so clean and neat and simple. He barely gets a speck of blood on him, and he jumps into a goddamn vat of pig's blood to
Yeah.
save her.
Yeah.
Like, my heart melted in that moment. Like, oh yes,
I would have
you
loved to
jump in that
see
blood.
the boys' faces of him just covered in blood, like, are you okay? Are you gonna have a panic attack?
Like, they were probably just shocked that he did it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, did Thatcher, goddamn Pearson, just jump into pig's blood? Fully clothed, jumped into pig's blood.
Yeah. He ruined his fucking cashmere sweater, whatever the fuck he was wearing.
For her.
Like, I was just like, what? Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then, I was like living for this entire like 2 chapters because then it switches to his point of view, and they have the one guy tied up, chained, whatever it was, to a knife throwing board that they use at the circus,
Yes.
and the other guy's missing. Who the hell knows where he is? And I think this was like such a cute moment too, like seeing, because you kind of saw throughout like the books prior to this as well, like look at Look. Yeah, that's their name, guys.
Look, Lyra and
Lyra.
Rook.
Yes. Lyra and Rook. You saw like their relationship like developing like as friends. And it was like really interesting to see how that played out because obviously Brooke was trying to take her to the hospital under Thatcher's orders, and then she doesn't want to go, and he's like, worried about her or whatever, but like also worried about Thatcher, like his
Yeah.
reaction or whatever. Because usually if someone disobeys Thatcher, like he's gonna lose his shit.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, I want to stay, I want to be here, and Thatcher's like, let her stay, and Brooke was just like, the fuck? Like,
Excuse me?
okay, but what? Like, what did you just say? And then like him and Alistair are just like sitting front row watching. Like watching as
Yeah.
it goes down.
And then Rook's like, she's terrifying.
Like I'm terrified of her, like I'm scared. Because obviously Thatcher did like the beginning parts of it, all that. But when she took those daggers
Yeah,
and
no.
shoved them so far through his eye sockets that it pinned his head to the board,
Yeah.
I was like, holy mother of God, like iconic.
Disgusting.
But she
I was
broke through his skull at the back of his fucking head. That's how hard she was
pinned it.
pushing.
And his mouth was stuck like this because he was screaming what happened. And he was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I lived for that scene. I'm like, I want to see this as a movie because I just want to like, not in a weird like. I mean, like that was like a very powerful moment for Lyra, but also I was like dying. I was like cackling at like how they were describing his face. Like,
Yeah. And like
I'm
Rook
making
being
myself sound
terrified. I
psychotic. Yeah.
honestly like pictured like Thatcher leaving, going and getting circus popcorn, come back and eating it, watching her do this.
Yeah, he was probably like so in love, and then Rook's probably sitting there like, what the
Like literally about
like
to puke.
vomiting into his hands, and Alistair's probably just like sitting there like, what the fuck did I just want this?
Yeah.
But I love
Probably
how
sitting there
scared.
like, oh God, this is my
Yeah,
girlfriend's best friend. What have we brought into our
and she's
lives? There's two of them.
crazy. Yeah,
There's
crazy.
two.
I think though, no, what was? I think that wasn't even my favorite murder she did though.
What was your
Like
favorite?
my favorite was we didn't even get to witness her do the murder, but it's her last one. Now, before I even talk about it, we should probably talk about what was his? I hate him so much. I've
Connor
like blocked.
Godfrey?
Thank you. That goddamn teacher. I knew
Yeah,
something was
fuck
wrong the
him.
first time we met him. I
Well,
knew something was off.
he was too nice. Too
Too
like
nice to her. Everybody
Especially
hates
to
her.
her.
yeah.
And you're like,
No
why are
one's
you
nice
so
to her.
buddy-buddy with your student? Like, it was weird. And then when you find out that was friends with Sage's dad and he's friends with Easton's dad, and it's like, okay, your age just went up a shit ton in my head. Because I was like
Yes. I
expecting
pictured
him
him
to
like
be late 20s, early 30s.
yes, exactly.
And now all of a sudden you're like late 40s, 50s. And I'm like, hold the goddamn phone.
Yeah.
Everything just changed in my head. What the hell is going on between you and her?
Yeah.
Like, this is weird. This is some weird ass shit.
Yeah. And then come to find out he was also like obsessed with her mother and just was like
you stalked her mother. Thatcher's dad dated her mother and then killed her mother, and now you're stalking her daughter,
and else
and she's in love with Thatcher.
yeah.
And like, it's just like a repeat process.
Yeah.
But he wants to keep Thatcher from killing her. He wants to keep her safe. He wants her to himself. It's like he's so contradicting of his own wants. Like he wants her to be happy and safe, but then he wants her completely to himself and like not to like be with anybody else. Like, but she's not happy and safe with you. So just if you really, that's how I always feel about these like villains. That's what they want, and that's why they're doing this. And like,
Well, because they have it twisted in their head what's right and
yeah,
wrong.
like if you really loved her and stuff, like you would just let her go. Like you don't love her, let her go. But
Yeah.
at the same time, if he was our if he was our MMC, I'd be like, do not let her go. You keep going. So
Well, a lot of the
it-
time, like essentially, he's not wrong. He already kind of saw it happen though, and he knows
Mhm.
that like everyone's well aware that Thatcher kills people.
So he's not wrong, but at the same time, what we did not know is okay, before I say this, I want to say one other creepy thing this man did. Did you? I mean, I knew it wasn't Thatcher. I mean, I think it's meant to like seem like it could be Thatcher, but I refused for it to be Thatcher. I never thought it was. When she was in that weird ass um
Oh, that
thing about the
attic thing.
library and
Yeah.
that person like was at the door and then they were gone and then she opened it and it was a moth and amusement
Amusement?
music? No, it was a
Box.
music box.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The music box. I didn't think it was Connor, but I didn't think it was Thatcher, but I never in a million years thought it was Connor.
Why?
Not in that moment. Like
Oh,
as
yeah.
things started happening, I started like, it's him, it's him, it's him, it's him. Like I think it's
Yeah.
him. But for some reason, my brain never went back and said, "Oh, that means that this was also him." Like I
Yeah.
almost like separated that moment completely out of it until
Well,
he admitted to
yeah. Yeah, because you don't like you kind of see him as just like at first he's nice, it's nothing crazy.
it.
Like at first he's just she's my star student, she really likes this, blah blah blah. Okay. And then it like slowly starts getting more and more and more until he starts touching her and Thatcher's like that's the biggest mistake you've ever made in your life.
Which that
And
was
now you're
book
gonna die.
two. That was book two. But I think I thought Connor was her stalker in book one. I really did. For most of book one, I thought Connor was her stalker. But that was the first moment you knew she had a stalker, and he was not the first thought in my mind. For
No.
some reason, I thought Easton was fucking with her to fuck with Sage. And then she didn't say anything, and it was like, okay, what? Like, I don't know. And then it's after that, every time something creepy happened, Connor was there. Connor's there. Connor's nearby. Like, I'm like, okay,
Mm.
When I
obviously
first
it's
read the book,
Connor.
I kind of thought Thatcher was stalking her back.
See,
I
I
was like,
never thought it was
That's what I
Thatcher.
thought too.
like how hilarious would it be though?
Yeah.
Not that exact moment with the moth in the music box though,
But
but
her
like
stalker.
I was like,
Yeah.
how hilarious would that be?
But I never, I think the only reason I never thought it was Thatcher was because she was always so busy stalking him that I don't even know how he would get away with stalking her back. But
Yeah,
also, I don't think he cared enough
yeah,
in the
true,
first book to be her. He
true.
didn't care enough to go and
Mm-mm.
stalk her.
Yeah,
Um, but I think also, um, Connor was. I didn't. The one thing though that took me until like probably the last like half of book two to like be like, okay, I'm 100% sure I think this is Connor was the murders.
yeah. I did not think that that
I
was him.
really didn't. Like that one threw me for, I mean, I figured it out before they like 100% confirmed it was him. I was like pretty sure it was him. But even then, like it was like just before they like 100% figured it out that I was like, oh yeah, it's got to be Connor. Like I was so stumped, so shocked when I
No, I had
was
no idea who it
yeah,
was because I was like, Easton's not fucking smart enough to do this.
never
No.
thought it could be Easton. I was like, there's no way it's Easton. I mean, they really thought it was. They really tried to convince you that it was Easton. Like
Well,
Monty Jay
like
really tried their hardest.
also though, like Silas said, if a tree fell in Japan, Rook would blame it on Easton. So they're all kind of blinded by it.
Oh, 100%. They're all totally blinded by Easton. But I think Lyra's the only one that wasn't, and that's the only reason why I could see people thinking, oh, maybe it is Easton, because Lyra's not blinded by Easton.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
never was, she was always telling them, no, you're an idiot. So when she started thinking it was, I was like, I could see why people would think that, but I totally think they're just trying to throw you for a loop. Like, there is no way it's him. And then, I mean, other than that, like, I was like, who the hell could this? I just didn't think it was Connor. I didn't think he had been murdering people for years. Like, there was, like, and now all of a sudden he's become, like, the copycat killer to Thatcher's dad. Like, at first, I really did think Thatcher's dad got out. Like, that was my first thought. Thatcher's dad got out. We're screwed.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
But then something was different though. Something was missing or something. There was one thing that was
No,
off
there
that
was
they
something added.
determined, right,
There was
where
something
they
added.
determined
Yes.
that it was a copycat because he would never switch.
Well, the reason that they determined it's a copycat, it's not him. Also, besides the fact that Thatcher called and like knew his dad was still in prison,
Yeah,
was that there was a rose left with all of the body parts.
right.
And the reason Thatcher didn't put two and two together that it was someone that had actually talked to his dad until so late is because Thatcher blocked so much stuff out from his childhood.
Yeah.
Because unless that person talked to his dad, they would never have known to put a rose with that body. Like even the cops and stuff, they had no idea how much this killer knew by leaving that rose. Like they thought, oh, like they're making it obvious they're a copycat by leaving the rose, blah blah blah. But really, that rose is so significant. And it's like, and when you find out about it, that was the most shocking thing, I think.
Yeah.
Like, that was like, oh my God. And then I start thinking about Thatcher's grandma, and I was like, she attended to those roses all the time. And I'm just like, oh God.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
But they knew. They knew what he was doing.
No, they know Thatcher was killing people.
No, they knew
His
about
parents
him.
never knew about the dad. No, because they weren't living there.
I thought they knew.
No, I don't think they would have let it. The only reason they were so okay, not even okay with it, but Thatcher killing is because Thatcher would only kill like people who deserved it, mostly because his grandpa put them in his path or whatever.
Yeah.
But they accepted it because his father had made him that way. They didn't know their son was doing that because they'd moved out of the family home when Thatcher and his mom and everything moved in there. They would just come visit. They weren't living there. There's no way Thatcher's grandma would have let it all go down like that. Or she would have died for
but
trying
I
to
think
stop.
it was like before he got caught, but after the fact that things have already happened.
Well, they didn't know about the roses, the bodies, and everything.
Yeah.
Thatcher pulled that from his like suppressed memories finally much later on, and that's when he's like, "Oh my God, whoever this is clearly talked to my dad, because only me and him know about this. No one else knew about this." So no, his grandparents didn't know because they moved back to try to help. They moved back in to take care of Thatcher, but then they tried to like stop that from happening to Thatcher, but it was too late.
Yeah.
No, they were good people. They didn't know that he was killing innocent women.
But I thought that they found out before he got caught, but after it had already happened.
No, he
And, like,
got caught as
suspected
he
it.
was killing people. That's how he got caught. He
No,
never
I know.
stopped.
No, I know that, but like, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, they found out that he had killed all these people, and then he got caught. Like, I don't think they found out as soon as it was like on the news that he was arrested.
No, they probably got a phone call because Thatcher would need someone to be there when they came and arrested his dad because his mom was gone. They would call his guardians, that would be left to his grandparents. No, they wouldn't have found out from the news, but they would have found out just before because the only one who knew it was him was Lyra's mom, which is why he came and killed her. And he had no idea Lyra was actually in the closet.
Yeah, true.
Because his son hit her, which I find just lovely. Like, you ruined your kid's life, but there you go. He ruined yours right back.
But she wasn't what? She wasn't the reason why he went to jail.
Lyra? Lyra is the very reason Thatcher's dad was arrested. That's why she was so scared that he might be out.
You say after? That's what she feels.
Lyra is the reason he went to jail. The maid came over and found Lyra in the room next to her mother's dead body. And then Lyra told the cops everything and who it was.
Why did I black this out?
I don't know. It's the
Why do I
first
like
time.
not recall? No, it's not her telling everybody. I know that she was there. But why did I black out how he fucking went to prison?
I don't know. But it was Lyra. Lyra sent him to prison. That's why she's so scared of him.
True. Right.
Because
Yes,
she
yes.
sent
Now it's
him.
all coming back. Yep. I don't know what just happened there. My brain just shut off. It was like,
I know,
no.
you're like telling me these. I'm like, babe, this is what happened. It's like, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I know that this is how this
So the last person he killed was Lyra's mom.
Yeah, because he was dating her.
Yeah.
And she'd gone over to see him without telling him or something and saw him with a body.
Yeah.
He didn't see her, but she went to the wrong cop, someone who
Yeah.
was dirty, and they told him.
Yes.
And he came to clean up his mess, and instead,
Created a new one.
his son helped get him arrested without even knowing it.
I think he knew.
Oh, I mean, sure, deep down, but it was more about saving Lyra in that moment,
Yeah.
which even for little Thatcher was a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And oh my god, little Thatcher putting the coins
Oh,
over her
my
mother's
God.
eyes.
That was
I
awful.
know.
And then in turn, when he can't be there for his grandmother's funeral because everybody either knows he's either dead or kidnapped, and the cops think he killed his own grandmother, that pissed me off. I was like, you
I
shut the
know.
fuck up. It was not him. Shut the hell
Yeah.
up. This is one of the only people he cares about. F you. But and then her and the boys leaving coins.
I know.
And then you learn it was her and her husband that told the boys about that. I was just like, okay. Like, I can't, guys. Like, I wanna. They're the ones who taught them about the sticks.
No.
They
'Cause
taught Thatcher.
oh yes, they taught Thatcher, but not the boys.
Well, they
Because
got the more information because Thatcher was like
yeah.
8. He just told them like brief summarization.
Yeah. Because like
Yeah,
in the
but they.
oath we give, it was that whole thing when the whole led to the sticks started.
Mhm.
Alistair already knew about it probably from Thatcher's grandparents.
Yeah, but it originated from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about how
That's
he when
just like
Thatcher broke into the prison? Did he kill his dad?
that. No. No, he wants his dad to suffer in there for eternity, knowing that he'll never come back.
Who broke into a prison and killed their dad then? Because this happened.
Puck chase.
Yes, thank you. I'm picturing a child breaking in and killing a dad in prison.
Oh my God, I've never read this book. Or I'm black and shit out too.
Guys, I'm sick. Sue me.
But anyway,
That's
no, yeah,
too much is going on.
he breaks in, or he doesn't really break in. He's allowed in by some of the guards that he has on payroll. Um, and he does go in there and he like chokes his dad out, but he doesn't kill him because he knows it's more torture for his dad to be just left in there by himself for the rest of his life,
Yeah.
knowing that Thatcher didn't carry on the legacy.
Well, and knowing that he hates him.
Mm-hmm. Because that's all Thatcher's dad wanted. He wanted Thatcher to continue doing exactly what he had done.
Yeah.
And then he ended up
He's a
letting
big
some
fuck you, I'm
copycat
killing
do it.
people like you.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I'm basically killing
bad.
you all the time.
Mm-hmm. Too bad
Mhm.
Connor Godfrey is a fucking idiot. And
Speaking of Connor Godfrey, okay, so Lyra, we'd already learned at this point because Thatcher was missing. She killed the second guy, the guy that had run away. She saw him in the grocery store, and then she just went
yes.
all. It's like her brain turns off, and she
Yeah.
just becomes something else completely. And so she obviously took and killed that guy, which is when Thatcher ends up making his reappearance. So we'd already seen her do it without Thatcher there. But it was like it wasn't as gruesome as I expected it to be after her first kill. So
Yeah.
when Connor broke into her house, I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little scared for her because I wasn't sure how she was going to react because
Why?
she has been in those situations where she does not. I would be lying if well, she's been in situations like that. Or not like obviously the exact situation, but she's been in dangerous situations before and it doesn't always kick in. Like they have to do something
Yeah.
for it to kick in. So I wasn't sure how it was going to play out. And
Yeah.
like it's going to depend who attacks first. Now I didn't think Lyra was gonna die, but I wasn't sure if Thatcher was gonna like end up getting there just as she was like about to, and like we were gonna have to witness her almost die or what it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Or if she was going to, you know, go ballistic on him. And the moment she like finished reading his goddamn journal and he went to make a move at her, and she said, and all of a sudden I just felt this animalistic like feeling take over me, and I was like, oh yeah, it's supposed to get real bloody in here. And then the chapter changes and it's Thatcher, and I'm like, are you
Yeah, I
telling me?
know.
Are you telling me we don't get to witness it besides her scratching at it like an animal? And she bit him. We knew she bit him, but that's all we knew. And I was like, you're telling me that we don't get to experience this because I want to see this asshole fucking die. Like he deserves to rot.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, come on, man. And then when Thatcher shows up with the boys, and they're all like, oh, like I'm hung, and they have Silas now, and they're all like, oh, like
Well,
I'm
yeah,
hung.
we skipped over this part. They broke Silas out of fucking.
Oh
They
yeah.
didn't break him out. Silas just randomly reappeared. He got out. He wasn't
Mm,
broken out.
I
He was
thought they
let
broke him
out.
out.
No, he was let out.
I thought
No
no.
one broke him out. No one broke him out.
Now I'm confused.
I thought they broke him out.
He did just kind of appear.
No,
I
he
thought the
was
boys went and
hurt.
got him and broke him out.
Nobody broke Silas out. The only time we saw all the boys go there at the same time was that same time that Lyra showed up for their chest thing.
Okay, I'm clearly my brain is not working today. I'm like sitting there like, yeah,
Read
they
so many
fucking
books.
broke him out of the fucking insane asylum.
No, because he was in a good one. They didn't send him to the one in their town. They sent him to a real, like, good place. He was let out.
But they went to go and get him though. They got him.
I don't remember exactly how that went. I just remember him reappearing, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, because he was there longer than he was technically supposed to be, right?
In the state asylum?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember him, like, he just reappeared. Like, no one broke him out. They didn't go pick him up. He was just there all of a sudden again.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they showed up just before he went to wherever he went before they went back to the house to go check on Lyra.
I thought they fucking broke him out.
Nobody broke him out. He was let out.
I don't fucking remember. I just
He
remember
was
him
let
showing
out.
up again.
Oh no, it was Thatcher breaking into the jail that I'm thinking about when Rook kicks Alistair out of the group chat and says, now that Dad's gone. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking about.
Oh my God, I remember where our brains are getting so many crosshairs here. Didn't we get an extra chapter from Rook or Alistair's POV? We did in the Blood We Crave Part 2 because
Yes.
they needed a distraction for Thatcher to go and break into or go and see his dad in the prison.
Yes.
And the only way for that to happen was for something else to happen. So Alistair Rook set Town Hall on fire.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Inside the building. And when they're coming out after that, Silas is standing outside.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Now this
He
all
was
makes sense
flat
because
out.
I'm picturing Silas fire, like, you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. They didn't break him out. He just appeared there. I knew he
Okay.
just appeared somewhere. That's where it was. After the boys lit the fire, he just appeared. All of a
Okay.
sudden, he was there. Yes.
Because I
But
literally
anyway,
pictured him like walking through flames, and I'm like, what the fuck? No.
no, he
But it
just
was
appeared
them getting Thatcher to break into the prison.
and he
Was
just
that?
showed up. Yeah.
Yes.
And then, like, yeah, they're in the car, and like all four boys are like, "Oh, like I'm hungry. Like Lyra better have food. Like at the cabin. Like whatever." So going to check on her. When they get in, they walk in. Rook's like, because Thatcher was like waiting outside because he was talking to Silas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Rook comes running back outside. Thatcher. And he's like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, he's like, "I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. Like, there's so much blood." And Thatcher's like, "What the fuck?" And they go in, like, literally looked like somebody had, like, been mauled by an animal. Like, there's
Well, I mean, he was.
blood. But there was blood everywhere, like, splattered places. And then they get to the kitchen, and there's all these different, like, just random ass utensils, like, everywhere.
Yeah.
And, like, so many weird things she used to, like, kill this man, including a rolling pin. And just, like, so much stuff is there. And there's so much blood and brain matter and, like, everything. And then they
Ew.
find Connor. And he is, like, gutted. His skin is torn off in some areas. His head has been bludgeoned in. There's blood dripping from the ceiling from how much she, like, just went at this man. I feel like I've never felt so, like, appeased with the way a character died. Besides
Yeah.
in Reckless Rebel. The only other time, or Ruthless Rebel, sorry. The
I
only
was
other
gonna say
time I
no one
felt
died in
appeased
Reckless.
by someone's death.
Yeah.
Only time.
It's like you fucking deserved all of that and more.
You deserved that so much. No, I feel like he didn't even deserve. Like she got him good. Like I don't even think I could have come up with anything else for her to do to him. Like she did it all.
Yeah.
Like, and then Brooke was just horrified. Like he's so scared of her now, and I think that was the funniest fucking part. But they couldn't find her, and like Thatcher was like, "Where the hell is she?" And when he found her in the closet,
Yeah. I know. That kind of made me really sad.
and then he takes her upstairs and he like showers her and everything, and like she literally doesn't remember it the next day. And like, girl, I was hoping when we ended up in your head, I could like get a play by play of what happened.
No, she
But
like
she
blacks
blacks it
out.
out because she blacks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
he's
then the
like so
boys set the body
soft.
on. Yeah. And the boys all set the body on fire outside.
The poor person that has to clean that fucking cabin.
I think it's Thatcher.
That takes so long.
Mm-hmm.
He did it while she was sleeping because it wasn't like that when she woke up the next morning. I think he probably made the boys help him.
I was gonna say
Much
the
to,
boys.
yeah, Burke's probably throwing up in the corner, making it messier, but
Yeah. Yeah, because there's no way. With how it was
no
described,
way.
there's no way he could have done it himself unless she slept for like an entire day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no way. I just loved those books so much. Like when he was having his nightmares and she was, you know,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you're having nightmares? Like, I'm gonna wait out here and make sure you're okay." He's like, "I don't have nightmares." I'm like, "Okay, sure you don't."
I
It's like
know.
so cute. He like opens his door and she's like lying outside his door to like make sure he's okay.
Yeah, honestly, like he becomes so soft around her and
Mm-hmm.
like talks so soft and so soothing and is very like
He's very different
not
when it comes to
him,
her.
but
Mm-hmm.
it's so cool to see the dichotomy between him to the outside world and him to her.
But he also
Mm-hmm.
like talks about emotions with her, and it's just like so
Yeah.
weird. It's like, what the hell? And then
When
he
they
like,
talk, when they talked about like, oh, I was thinking I was saving, or I saved myself for you, and she was like, I did too, and
We were
like,
both virgins.
yeah. Rook, if Rook knew, he would have made so much fun of him.
Oh, so much fun of them. Oh yeah, never would have heard the end of it.
No.
No, but I just, they're all like they're so cute. Like I love them. But I think one of my favorite parts though had to also be when he did talk to the boys and like in his own way let them know that he cared about them. It wasn't just about loyalty anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what he said though.
I don't know. They were at the graveyard or something. They're always at the graveyard.
But it was like basically like he was like saying, "Hey guys, like I love you," but he didn't say it.
Without saying I love you. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Thatcher's version of saying I love you.
Yeah. He's like, I feel like to you how like you feel to each other, right? Or like, it was like something like that.
It was some weird bullshit. He just
Yeah.
didn't know how to do it, but he did it, and I was so proud of him.
Well, it's the same way when Alistair was like, "Are you telling me Lyra is to you what Briar and Sage are to me and Rock?" And he goes, "You don't know what she is to me," but basically confirming it
Hmm.
without like saying it.
And I was like, oh, like I was
Yeah.
just so happy. I was like, I
Yeah.
was giggling and kicking my feet in that moment.
What was your favorite part?
Can I go last? I need a minute.
I have no fucking idea. I feel like everything was just insane.
Yeah.
Like it was
My favorite
crazy,
parts all
sad,
involve Rook.
gross. Like
Are we surprised?
Shocking. No,
It
not
was
surprised.
the group chat when he kicked Alistair out. He goes, "Well, now that Dad's gone," and then it was, "She's terrifying," and Thatcher going, "No, she's magnificent," or whatever the fuck he calls her. And I'm
And
like,
then Rook was just horrified.
he's
yeah.
like, "Oh fuck." And he's like, "I don't know how I'm gonna do with both of these people."
I
He's
think
probably thinking like, "Thank God they're on my side and not anybody else's."
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think one of my favorite parts was when he got dirty for her and got blood all over him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you love her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely was like a lot coming from him.
That was so cute in the weirdest way.
He like when he like found those bugs, like didn't he go searching for some of them by himself? Like didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
So yeah, he got dirty.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that's so sweet. I think my favorite part, besides like him gifting her the spiders and the chocolate box, because come on, so cute for them. Please don't gift me a box full of spiders, but
I
also
mean, they're
don't gift me a
dead.
box full of chocolates either. I'm not scared of spiders, but like, what am I gonna do
Don't
with a
give me a
dead spider?
chocolate box and I'm gonna open it as dead spiders, bitch. Just give me the chocolates. What'd you do with them?
Yeah, I don't want the
Eat
chocolates
'em.
either.
Why?
Can I have like I don't like chocolate.
Since when?
Well, like certain chocolates, like I'll eat it, like whatever, but like it's not my favorite thing. Like,
Oh yeah,
don't go
no,
buying it
same.
for me.
Yeah,
Like,
no, buy
I'm
me a
not
pack
gonna
of
sit
gummy
there and eat
bears
it.
first. Yeah.
And also, a box of chocolates, I'll eat like maybe one of the chocolates in there. Do not waste your money, people. Don't. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
But I think besides that, my favorite part was when he came into the closet with her. But the reason it was my favorite part was because of like her explaining that like when she does that and she needs to go to a safe place, she finds herself back in the closet, like she hid in
With
there when
him.
her
That's when
mom
she
died.
feels close to him, yeah.
And he
Yeah.
said, and she's like, I block everyone out of the closet. Like it's just me in there. And he goes, but you'll never keep me out of your closet, right? And then when he came into the closet with her, like the physical closet,
Yeah.
she was in her like mental closet. And he was like, well, I guess this is like the moment of truth on whether or not she's going to keep me out because hadn't had to like test it before. And he
Yeah.
said, like, let me in or whatever. And she let him in
Yeah.
to her mental closet.
Yeah.
That was so cute. Meanwhile, Roach cleaning up all the blood. But it was so cute. Like, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely made for each other.
Mm-hmm.
No, for
No, quite
sure.
literally. They couldn't be
then-
with anybody else.
And then in Wrath of an Exile, I'm getting ahead of myself, but when he goes and said, "If you fuck over my
My
niece,
niece.
I will rip out your spinal cord and gift it to my wife as a scarf." And I'm just like,
Mhm.
fuck yeah, Thatcher.
You'd rock that shit too.
And she'd wear it with pride.
Yeah.
Mhm. No, they're the best aunt and uncle too. But anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. But I absolutely love this book. I absolutely loved them. Um, I loved every moment of. I want to go back to Ponderosa Springs so bad. I know we have one more book to talk about, but we have already read it. Like obviously, like we finished, and then
Yeah.
it's like talking about them. Like I miss them so much.
I know, but think about it. We just only April, it's only like 3 months away, 4 months away, and we get them as parents.
Whisper of a Shadow.
I kind of like them better as parents than as teenagers sometimes.
No, I
Yeah.
love them,
It's different.
but I think I love I so far. I mean, there's only been one kids book, so I can't like fully speak. But reading Wrath of an Exile, I liked that better than the Hollow Boys books, only because I feel like I was just already like so connected to everybody that it just made it so
Yeah.
much more like fun. Like I love you all already. Like
Mm-hmm.
And like not
Yeah.
that that book was like super happy, but there was a lot more joy and like they have good parents and everybody we love are still friends and like everything is
there
going.
was no Rose.
Yeah.
There was no Rose situation we were dealing with, but
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's a dark
seems a little
romance,
bit
but
it seems a little it seems a little bit lighter, but it's not. But it's only because like Hollow Boys is kind of like, woe is me.
you know what? Why I think it seems a little lighter is that we're also not like in the Hollow Boys, you're dealing with one giant issue that's continuous throughout them all that's super depressing, which is Rose and what happened to her.
Hmm.
But then on top of it, you're dealing with the things that have like happened to each character in
Yeah.
and of themselves. So you're
Yeah.
dealing with so much more with Wrath and Exile. You're just dealing with the things that have happened to each character.
Yeah.
There was another underlying plot of something behind it.
Yeah.
So it felt a little lighter. I mean, I love how dark the Hollow Boys is because I really do love how dark it is. But I think I really enjoyed Wrath of an Exile for a completely different reason than I did the
Yeah.
Hollow Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we're getting completely off topic.
Yes.
That was the Blood We Crave. I know we did it like really differently this episode, but I kind of liked it more,
Oh yeah.
to be honest.
It's one
Uh,
whole long ass tangent.
Yeah, that's what we do best.
Yep.
Tangents are what we do best.
Fuck, we
But
have the oath we give next week. That one,
that is that
the
one.
second to last chapter, hurt my heart.
Sobbing my eyes out. Sobbing.
And then we'll
Sobbing.
obviously talk about the letters. That still make me cry after my 15th time reading them. And I'm
The
not a crier.
letters are just
Brutal.
they're brutal.
I got Piper to read them to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, we all cried together.
Yeah.
It was no, they're brutal. I don't care how many times I read them. They're absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
But anyway, off tangent again, not trying to scare you here. If you haven't read the letters, please go check them out. They're great.
Brace yourself.
Honestly, it's like you're closing a chapter. Like
It
it's
felt
yeah.
like closure. It really
Yes.
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is, yeah, I think it completely felt like closure, which is why I was so okay moving on to them as adults.
Yeah.
As parents. Like it really felt like we closed that chapter.
Yeah. Because it's like it's when the kids are young, but after everything, when like all the kids are like say like 5, maybe 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I have a really, sorry guys, going off tangent. I have a really weird question. Do you guys think that we're the same age as the Hollow Boys and we're going into the future to see the second generations, or are we the same age as the second gen, and they're going into the past for the Hollow Boys? Because only one
Somewhere in
of
the
them
middle.
during our timeline.
Because somewhere in the middle. Because it needs to be like at least 2010-ish, maybe even 2012, 2013 because of Facebook. They talk about social media, they have phones and everything, and like
Well, I'm
phones that are
pretty
capable of
sure
videos and stuff.
that Thatcher mentioned Snapchat.
Yeah, I had Snapchat in 2012.
Yeah, so it would have to be around that time. So I'm just like, was that those were written in 2021? So technically, it could be. Who the hell knows?
I
I
think
always
we're
wonder about
somewhere in the
that.
middle. I think it's like maybe back 10 years or like 12 years. And then now I guess would be the kids.
So we would have been like this. So we're the same age as Silas's brothers, is what you're saying, probably.
That's sort of what it seems like, I think. Because at least all the cars that she mentioned are all cars then.
Mm-hmm.
All the social media, because it's not like they mentioned TikTok. Like, you know what I mean? If it had mentioned
Mm-hmm.
TikTok,
Which they do in Wrath and
which
Exile.
exactly. But they don't,
So who
yeah.
knows? It's just always a question I have. It was every series when there's a second gen. I mean, sometimes no. Like sometimes there is years like in between it being written, and you're like, okay, well, this was then, this is now. But when they're
Yeah.
written like a year apart from each other, it's like, I wonder which one.
No, I picture like Wrath of an Exile being like now. Or like 5 years from now, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
the Hollow Boys like earlier before that. Okay, well,
Anyway, sorry, that was just one of my random questions that just goes through my head. Um, but anyway, so that was the Blood We Crave Part 1 and Part 2. Um, my blood Thatcher and Myra are little serial killers.
I know.
Um,
Does she go and help him kill all the serial killers now?
yeah, don't they do this like a date or something?
Right, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Happy date night.
Oh,
Let's go kill someone. Okay. Well, that is it for this week. We will see you next week for the end of the Hollow Boys with The Oath We Give. It's kind of my least favorite book.